Gundy couldn't find anybody open, even though he rolled away from the initial pressure.
Excellent coverage here. You might want to call this a coverage sack, triple formation. They're just back in a 3-deep zone. Gundy's got no place to throw. And now here comes the heat. Sometimes it's smart to take that sack. That's a good experience move by Gundy. Don't throw it away. Don't throw the interception.
That's the 4th sack by the A&M defense. Gundy has lost a total of 27 yards on those 4 sacks. Now the ball is at the 15, where it is 3rd down and 14 yards to go. And somebody jumped with a drawn. It was Sam Adams who blasted in there. But whether he was premature or whether he was drawn offside, we will find out from John Laurie, the referee.
Dead ball, encroachment defense, 5-yard penalty.
Apparently Sam did it all on his own.
You know, that's another mental error they call it. All you got to do is watch the football. But when you get on a certain count all the time, and that's a credit to Gundy, vary that snap count, draw those guys offside.
That moves the ball down to the 10, where it's 3rd and 9. Throws it back over the middle. What a catch by Allen. Touchdown.
Well, now they've really made things tough on the Aggies. Just a triple formation there. You're going to see Allen come underneath, sneak underneath the coverage. Basically, they had a man-to-man zone combination. He comes underneath everybody. Looked like they got somebody picked. Looked like it was a mix-up in the secondary. And what an outstanding catch.
What a day for James Allen, the freshman from Wynnewood, Oklahoma. Keith Mitchell was right in the face of Gundy, but Gundy got it away. Scott Blanton adds the extra point. And the Sooners surprising A&M, welcoming them to Norman with a 20-0 lead in the 3rd.
Been in County 2.
But Blanton hasn't given him any to return. This one will be caught, but about 9 yards deep by McElroy. Yet another touchback. We want to remind you that at the conclusion of today's game, we will be selecting a Chevrolet Most Valuable Player of the Game from each team. And for the 23rd year through the Chevrolet Scholarship Program, $1,000 will be donated to the General Scholarship Fund of each school in the name of those respective players.
And now, Steve, here's the problem. The Oklahoma crowd is starting to get into this football game. That's one thing RC didn't want. And they have got to get out of the play-action mode here, maybe get a 3rd receiver on the field and start moving this thing up the field.
A&M starting from their own 20. Rodney Thomas has a hole and picks up 5 or 6 on 1st down. Russell Allen, 95 on the stop. And that's one of the best 1st down gains they've had.
Yeah, but the only problem is it's a run. You got 9:26 and ticking. And I'm not saying they can't run the ball up and down the field like this and score a lot of points fast, but pretty soon they're going to have to get into some kind of throwing. And I give them credit. You know, they're doing a good job of not panicking. RC is not a panic type of guy. He's going to stay on his game plan, but they're going to have to open it up sooner or later.
Well, they've been trying play-action passes, and then because they've been unable to run the ball effectively, that's really not going to fool anybody. But they're still going with only the 2 wideout set. On the delay, a 1st down out to about the 32. Rodney Thomas picks up about 7. Mario Freeman on the stop.
See, I know what Tom Hayes is going to do right now. He's just going to sit back and play percentage defense on the Oklahoma side. He's going to make them earn everything. He's not going to give them any big plays, and he's going to make them eat up the clock and go down the field before they score.
Leland McElroy and Cliff Gross in at running backs out of the I formation on 1st and 10. A&M their own 32. Back to McElroy. Pulley completes it on the near sideline to his tight end, Short.
Pretty play that time. They snuck Short out from a flex look. Worked him on the backside that time. Just a little out route. Pretty play, pretty throw, pretty catch.
Greg Shorp, a senior from San Antonio, and he really is the guy they go to more often than not when they do throw
He's the man, and we haven't seen that to him too many times a day.
A&M with a first down. They've moved it out to the 48. Play action again. Pulling under pressure. And he completes it again to Short. Well, it's working now, and they're in Oklahoma territory at about the 31.
Well, there it is. They're rolling out. They're giving Pullick some mobility there. There's an Oklahoma player down back upfield.
Gain of 21.
This is a play action counter. He's rolling out to the right. He's got some pressure on him, but everything's on rhythm here, and Shorp is open. They're finding this seam in this defense.
Mike Coates is the injured player. He was chasing Pullig and pulled up, apparently pulling a hamstring in the process as Pullig got the ball off to Short. And that could be a big loss for the Sooners as he's the senior leader on that defense. So while he's attended to, we'll take a break and return in just a moment. Coates, who pulls up here lame, chasing Corey Pullig.
See right here, he's just on a full speed pursuit here, and we talked about the heat and we talked about the dehydration and everything. He pulls a hamstring right here. You can see him grab it right there and then hit the turf.
That could be a big loss for the Sooners. Terrell Peters replaces him. Here it is again.
Yeah, and it looks as though he pulled it high. It's hard to say for sure, but that's what it looks like.
The right hamstring appears to be the injury as Coates is attended to. But A&M doing exactly what they need to do, and that's drive that football down the field. Etron Smith and Leland McElroy in there, and McElroy has the ball. Breaks one tackle and bangs down to about the 23. Stopped by William Schenkel and Larry Bush in the secondary. Toronto struggling to maintain their lead in the American League East. Beat the California Angels 9-5, leading New York by a game and a half. And St. Louis is leading San Francisco as the Atlanta Braves are hammering on the Giants' door. St. Louis leading at 3-1 in the 6th inning. Texas A&M with a second down and 3. McElroy looking for a hole and finding none. He may have taken a little bit too much time to make up his mind. Right there was Mario Freeman waiting for him.
Freeman doing an excellent job of getting into the blocker before the blocker got into him. He hit the fullback about 3 yards deep and just stopped all traffic right there.
What that does, and you can see that A&M has scored in 61 regular season games since '88. They've also been a terrific second-half team, outscoring their opponents by a huge margin. But what it does to the running back when that happens is he doesn't see what he ordinarily sees when they run that play in practice.
Exactly.
He doesn't know what to do. Now it is third down and about 2. McElroy again has the first down. Bumped out of bounds at about the 12. Good block by Tyler Harrison, number 55, to spring him.
Also a good block that time by Detron Smith. He was leading the toss play. He came out, got a good shot block on somebody, and that gave McElroy just enough lane in there to get a good gain out of it.
It moves it down to the 11, where it's 1st and 10, a gain of 12 for McElroy. Oklahoma leading 20-0. 6 minutes, 52 seconds to go in the third quarter. A&M trying to punch it in for the first time. Detron Smith running hard down to the 4 in the grasp of Aubrey Bieber. Detron Smith, a sophomore out of Dallas, not real big. He's 6 feet, 200 pounds, but very hard runner.
A&M knows right now Oklahoma has some relatively inexperienced people inside, and that's where they're going to try to take this thing. They're going to try to do the ISO block that we've been talking about all day long. Just go one-on-one and just try to out-muscle you. And they have the people up front to out-muscle you.
And they have not been able to run outside on them.
And they haven't been able to run outside.
Howard Clay, 85, along with Greg Shorp in a 2 tight end set. Second down and 3. the corner. Did he get in? No. Just short of the goal line, but it should be a first and goal from about the 1-foot line.
They're getting great blocking on the top of the screen here and a great job of leading. Just a simple toss, and you can get everybody out front and full. They seal off the Quasi right there. He doesn't get outside. He doesn't keep outside leverage. And I'm surprised McElroy didn't score.
He just missed that pylon on the wrong side. An impressive drive. This is the 10th play of a drive that started way back inside the 20. Fumble on the snap. It looked like Detron Smith fell on it for the Aggies. He did. Every time A&M has gotten something going, maybe they had a turnover, a penalty, and now, with first and goal inside the 1, they're now back near the 4.
It's always some kind of nuisance. This is what I'm talking about for Oklahoma. They're going to make them work as hard as they can to get in here. Looks like a simple lead play. I mean, a quarterback sneak, actually. Pollard just didn't get the handoff. And the worst thing is the ball bounces the other way.
So it's back to about the 3.5-yard line, where it is second down and goal. And Pullitt calls timeout.
Okay, they just burned one in this quarter, this half.
They have 2 left. They have 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And a reminder, more football for you Monday night here on ABC. Steve Young will lead the San Francisco 49ers against Cleveland in their dog pound. Bernie Kosar and the Browns will be waiting. See Monday Night Football here on ABC Live at 8 Central Time, 7 Mountain. ABC's NFL Monday Night Football, the 49ers and the Browns from Cleveland. It is second down and goal from about the 3.5. Let's check in with John Saunders.
Steve, BYU and Hawaii. Joe Herrick knocks this one 40 yards with 18 seconds left to pull off the win 41-38. This after Carlton Oswald had missed one for the Rainbows. Right now, Steve, back to you.
Thank you, John. Boy, there's a dramatic finish between two teams that have become pretty fierce rivals in the West.
Boy, I tell you, how about Hawaii? Have they gotten tough or what?
Let's go to put a program together. Well, there's a future Sooner.
The heat's got to him, too, or her.
Not too interested in what's going on right now. I'll tell you what, it's amazing those babies could sleep with the band going and people cheering. Probably.
We got a wake-up call last night from OU band, so I know I couldn't sleep.
You mean about 5:30?
Exactly, yeah. That one.
A&M trying to punch it in. Second down and goal. Thomas to about the 2.
A&M's going to go ahead right now for a few downs anyway and just do what they do best. Use the 5 seniors, including the tight end up front, and just honk it right at you. They're going to go right down the middle of the field and say, hey, if we can't move you with these people, then, you know, we're not going to be able to do it.
Calvin Collins, a redshirt freshman offensive guard, number 54, was slow in getting up, shaken up a bit, but he stays in the game. He's the only freshman along that offensive front for the Aggies. Third and goal from the 2. Thomas trying to cut back, can't get it. Mario Freeman and Darius Johnson were waiting for it. It'll be 4th and goal.
I don't think there's any question in RC's mind what he's got to do right now. 20-0. Simple straight-ahead football like we talked about. This one's going to be a little off tackle. They've got a hole there for a second, but look at all the red shirts there. They just do not cut off enough pursuit from the inside. They don't get low enough.
Fourth down and goal. Thomas cannot get outside. Cedric Jones, a sophomore, with a huge play.